How much protein should you be eating? Simple question, loads of bullshit answers online. So let me give you the straight version. The simple answer here is 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight per day. That's it. Jump on the scales. If you're in the UK, you'll get your weight in kgs. So, use Google, convert it to pounds. And whatever that number is, that's your protein target in grams. Done. You're 180 pounds, eat 180 grams of protein in a day. That's it. Now, if you want the science behind that, here it is. The International Society of Sports Nutrition published a position stand confirming that 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day is the evidence-based range for building and maintaining muscle. 1 gram per pound sits right at the top of that range, about 2.2 grams per kg. Now, the 1 gram per pound has been something that's been in the fitness industry for decades, and now the research is backing it up. Again, listen to what I said to you, evidence-based. Now, the exception, and I know some of you need to hear this. If you are morbidly obese, a very big percentage of your body mass is body fat. I'm not talking about someone who's, just a bit soft around the middle. Then no, you don't need to be eating 1 gram per pound of total body weight. And here's why. When you step on the scales, that number includes bone, organs, water, undigested food, and fat. It's not all muscle. So if you're 400 pounds, the likelihood of you carrying around 400 pounds worth of muscle is basically 0. For morbidly obese individuals, or someone who knows they have a very high body fat percentage, a smarter starting point might be 0.5 to 0.8 grams per pound of total body weight. The reason? You're carrying around enough stored energy in body fat. And that stored energy is going to be muscle sparing, meaning your body has enough fuel available that it won't start eating your muscle tissue, even at a lower protein intake. Your goal becomes getting protein high enough to protect your muscle whilst your body works through the fat stores. 1 gram per pound is still the top of the mountain. That's where you want to aim for, eventually. Another thing that I need to cover is, when I say hit your protein target, I mean lean protein. Let me explain why that matters. Protein sources are not all equal in terms of what comes with them. Chicken breasts, turkey mince at 5%, egg whites, white fish, they're lean. They don't come with fat. Your lamb, fatty pork cuts, 25% beef mince, sirloin, these aren't lean. They're still protein, but they come loaded with fat. Fat is calorically dense, coming in at 9 calories per gram versus 4 for protein and carbs. So if you're eating 400 grams of protein, but half of it is coming from high fat sources, you're also taking in enormous amounts of calories that you haven't accounted for. And then you're wondering why you're gaining weight whilst you're still eating healthy. When I first started out and I just used the phrase of high protein diet, people hear that and then all of a sudden they think that they can just eat as much bacon as they want, pork chops, pork belly, lamb chops, all these things that, they make your mouth salivate, I think is the word I want to use. You're fucking drooling, yeah? But those things come with high fat. And yes, you're hitting your protein target, but you're also getting a whole shit ton of calories from fat. So when you're thinking about protein, lean protein is what we're looking for. I'm not saying you can't have the fattier cuts, but just account for the fat that comes with it. Obviously, this is more aimed to people who aren't really tracking. If you're tracking and using an app such as MyFitnessPal, then you plug it in there, it will literally say that's the amount of protein and that's the amount of fat that comes in that item. You're good to go. Another idea is don't try to go from 50 grams of protein per day, which is what you've been doing so far, as an example, all the way up to 250 overnight. You're gonna have some fucking digestive issues. You're gonna be shitting yourself, all kinds of stuff, right? Your gut health is gonna fucking hate you, and you're gonna probably quit within a week. Instead, find out what you're eating now. Set a new target that's maybe 50 to 100 grams higher and then build from there. You will still see results eating 100 more grams of protein than you were when you were eating just 50. Remember, every step matters. We are so fixated on these fast results that, you just want to get the end result now. I need to be having 250. I'm going to do 250 by the end of tomorrow. Listen, take the steps because every step has its benefits. The 1 gram per pound target is where you're heading. It's not where you have to start. Some of you might be thinking, well, what happens if someone actually manages to eat an extreme amount of protein? Say that 400-pound person was one of those rare individuals who has a massive fucking appetite, and they're able to put away 400 grams worth of protein. There's 2 things worth noting. First, protein has the highest thermic effect of food of any macronutrient. Digesting and processing protein costs your body 20 to 30% of the calories it provides just to absorb and use it. Now that's compared to carbohydrates, which comes in about 5 to 10%. And fat at 0 to 3%. So protein is genuinely expensive for your body to deal with, which can work in your favor if you utilize it in the right way. Secondly, if you go truly excessive, your body kicks into something called gluconeogenesis. It converts excess protein into glucose for fuel. That process is also metabolically costly. Your body has to burn energy just doing that conversion. So even in extreme scenarios, the downside of too much protein is fairly minimal for an otherwise healthy person. Now, this is not a green light to smash 5 protein shakes on top of a full diet. It's just saying the ceiling is higher than people think, and the downsides are far less dramatic than people make out. A concern when talking about protein is high protein damages your kidneys. No, it doesn't. Not in healthy individuals. Multiple systemic reviews have confirmed that high protein intake does not cause kidney disease or kidney damage in people with healthy kidneys. Now, if you have a pre-existing kidney condition or a family history of kidney disease, different story. Go see a fucking doctor, get properly diagnosed, Get proper guidance. Don't just wing it based on a fucking YouTube video. That's just common sense, people. For everyone else, stop using kidneys as an excuse to avoid eating enough protein. Here's the honest truth. Nobody knows the perfect protein number for you. And I mean you specifically. We're all wired differently. I've had some clients who thrive on higher protein, lower carbs. Some clients did well on moderate protein, high carbs, and some clients went keto and their performance went through the roof. But then I also had some clients that went keto and felt dreadful despite what the research says should happen. What we know is this: whatever you're eating now, increasing your protein towards the 1 gram per pound target will over time improve your body composition and your performance. Not overnight, not in a week, but it will happen. Use the 1 gram per pound as your North Star. Adjust based on how your body responds. And don't overthink it. If you get to that 1 gram per pound and you're doing well, drop it down a little bit. See if you're getting the same results. If you are, drop it down a bit more. Because at the end of the day, if you don't need to be consuming as much protein as the 1 gram per pound and you can get away with less, do it. Because what that now means is you have room for some of the other macronutrients, right? And this video is not shitting on carbs or fats, okay? But if you don't have to get the 1 gram per pound, then that opens up some more carb options or some more fats that you can put into your diet, which can give you a bit more variety. Now, go get it.